In this video, we'll be discussing graphs of sine inverse of mod sin x and cos inverse of mod cos x, and we'll also discuss some questions related to it. Now, when we look at this function, which is y equals sine inverse of mod sin x, we know that this function will be periodic with period pi, because period of mod sin x is pi. So what we'll do is we'll draw the graph of sine inverse of mod sin x in 0 to pi, and then we'll repeat the graph for all other intervals. So what we'll do is we'll take our interval from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Now, first case, when x lies between 0 to pi by 2. Now in 0 to pi by 2, sin x is positive, so mod sin x will be simply sin x. So we can simply write this as y equals sine inverse of sin x. And in principal value range, sine inverse of sin x is nothing but it is x. So from 0 to pi by 2, this graph is simply y equals x. Now in the second interval, when x lies between minus pi by 2 to 0, in this interval, sin x is negative. So therefore, we'll need to write mod sin x is minus sin x. So we'll write sine inverse of minus sin x, and sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse of sin x. Now x still lies in principal value range. So here it will be simply minus x. So we'll draw this graph, then from 0 to pi by 2, it is plus x, and from minus pi by 2 to 0, it is minus x. So all we need to do is we'll just need to repeat this graph to get the graph of sine inverse of mod sin x. So that is the graph of sine inverse of mod sin x, and this is pi, 2 pi, minus pi, and minus 2 pi. And we also know how to write definitions for different parts. Now for this part between pi by 2 and pi, here the definition will be minus x plus pi. Here it will be x minus pi. Here will be minus x plus 2 pi. This one is going to be x plus pi. Here it will be minus x minus pi. So this is how we can draw the graph of sine inverse of mod sin x, and we can also write definition of sine inverse of mod. Now we look at the graph of sin x and mod sin x. Then from 0 to pi, both the graphs, they're same. So in 0 to pi, graph of sine inverse of sin x will be same. So another way of drawing the same graph can be from 0 to pi, draw this graph and then repeat the graph. So again, we'll end up getting the same graph. So this is how we draw the graph of sine inverse of sin x. Now we look at the graph of y equals cos inverse of mod cos x. Now again, cos inverse of mod cos x, it will have fundamental period of pi. Now we look at the graph of cos x. And mod cos x, the graph of mod cos x and cos x is same between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2, which is an interval of length pi. In this interval, graph of cos inverse of mod cos x will be same as graph of cos inverse of cos x. Now if we look at the graph of cos inverse of cos x, then this graph, it will be x from 0 to pi by 2, and it will be minus x from 0 to minus pi by 2. Now again, we'll repeat the same graph. And this is the graph of y equals cos inverse of mod cos x. So as you can see, graph of sin inverse of mod sin x is same as graph of cos inverse of mod cos x, and their definitions are also same. So this is how we draw the graph of sin inverse of mod sin x and cos inverse of mod cos x. Now let us take some problems. Find the range of the function square root of mod of sin inverse of mod sin x minus cos inverse of mod cos x. Now we'll recall the graph of sin inverse of mod sin x and cos inverse of mod cos x. This is the graph for y equals sin inverse of mod sin x, and since sin inverse of sin x is greater than or equal to 0, then graph of mod of sin inverse of mod sin x will be same as graph of sin inverse of mod sin x. Now we have also studied that graph of cos inverse of cos x is same as graph of sin inverse of sin x. So we can write this function fx as square root of sin inverse of mod sin x minus cos inverse of mod cos x, and since both these functions, they have the same definition, they are same function. So this is simply 0. So this function, it is a constant function and its value is 0. So range of this function is simply 0. Now here the question is, if sin inverse mod cos x minus cos inverse mod sin x equals lambda has at least one solution, then lambda belongs to which of the following intervals? Now we can write sin inverse of mod cos x as pi by 2 minus cos inverse of mod cos x, and in the same way we can write cos inverse of mod sin x as pi by 2 minus sin inverse of mod sin x. Now we'll replace these two definitions, then we can simply write this as sin inverse of mod sin x minus cos inverse of mod cos x, and it should be lambda. Now we know that definitions of sin inverse of mod sin x and cos inverse of mod cos x, they are exactly same. So both these functions, they'll have the same value at all the points. So value of this function is simply 0. So the only possible value of lambda if this equation has a solution is 0, because this function, it is a constant function whose value is always 0. So answer to this question is this option A.